Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
We'll start with some breaking news here tonight. A pedestrian was hit by a car and killed south of Spokane. South Palouse Highway and South Baltimore Road are now closed and will be for several hours. We've learned that the driver is cooperating with the investigation. Our Peter Choi's out there, and we hope to bring you some more details as the show goes on. Spokane County Sheriff's Office says it arrested a suspect in connection with a death at the Red Top Motel in Spokane Valley on Saturday. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. Spokane Valley deputies were called out to the motel for a reported death of a man inside a room. Deputies took 48-year-old Michael Perry to jail Saturday night on a murder charge. The Sheriff's Office has not released details on what led up to the homicide. Eastern Washington's Exercise Science Club hosted the second annual Memorial 5K this morning to remember former graduate Sativa Transu, who died from domestic violence 2 years ago. 4 News Now's Peter Choi was at the event this morning. He joins us with more.
Jordan, I'm here at Eastern Washington University, where dozens of walkers and runners are participating in Memorial 5K to remember a former graduate and domestic violence victim Sativa Transu. And her family tells me that this event is about raising awareness about domestic violence and providing support for those who may need help.
Today, we wanted to do something to really celebrate her and remember her.
Participants from all ages ready to go. All for Sativa Transu. About 2 years ago, Chini native Sativa Transu was killed by her boyfriend while vacationing in Mexico. Eastern Washington professor Dr. Christy Burrell taught Transu, hoping this event to be an opportunity to raise awareness about domestic violence.
Sometimes it's a topic that gets brushed under the rug and, you know, for different reasons, but we do need to talk more about it.
For Transu's family, seeing the community come together means the world to them.
For the Exercise Science Club to support her, it means so much, and to support causes that help with domestic violence. I wish my sister would have been able to reach out to one of those, so I hope that it helps others be able to.
Partnering with organizations like YWCA and Spoke Animal, resources for any possible victims are available.
WCA helps the people of domestic violence, and Sativa's passion in life was animals, and we talked to her family, and we really wanted to incorporate that somehow, and so we found Spoke Animal, and they sometimes partner with YWCA for those instances.
The university's Exercise Club president Erica Zorin says the club wants to continue to help spread awareness.
Just to get help if you need help, to not be afraid.
In Cheney, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Great story by Peter Choi. We'll send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray. Matt, what can you tell us?
Well, we saw some beautiful weather during the background shots of Peter's story. We have seen some just gorgeous weather throughout the weekend. Really nice range of temperatures. We've been so hot recently. It's been nice to see, well, a lot of 70s on the map at this time of the day as opposed to 80s, or in some cases, we've seen even 90s over the past few weeks. We are solidly in the 80s, Liberty Lake, Spokane Valley, and into downtown. You get up in the West Plains, we're in the upper 70s, 80s in Deer Park, upper 70s to mid 70s all across Kootenai County as we begin to, well, get through the nice porch weather of our evening. Now, tomorrow, not going to be nearly as fun. We're talking about 90s in the valley, upper 80s on the Rathdrum Prairie, upper 80s in the West Plains, and 90 degrees places like Meade and 9 Mile as well, and pretty close to that in Deer Park. So it's going to be a little bit of a scorcher and quite a change from some of the nicer weather that we've seen and cooler weather over the past few days. Here's a broader look of what we can expect. Lots of 90s across the Columbia Basin. This particular stretch of toasty weather not going to last forever, but our transition back to the chill, well, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. And I'll show you what I mean coming up.
All right, Matt, we're looking forward to it. Daybreak, a local youth alcohol and substance abuse facility, must comply with the Department of Health's orders to shut down. Last month, the Washington Department of Health suspended Daybreak Youth Services licenses. On Friday, a Thurston County Superior judge, heard from both sides and decided to reinstate a temporary restraining order against Daybreak. Another court hearing is scheduled for Thursday. We reached out to Daybreak's attorney to ask if the facility will defy the order and continue operating. That lawyer says he's evaluating the court's rulings and to, quote, stay tuned. And you're now looking at what was once the largest homeless encampment in the state of Washington. That's Camp Hope. The last person living there has moved on to stable housing, allowing the camp to finally close. And it's been 18 months since the camp opened on WSDOT property. What started off as a protest in front of City Hall turned into, at one point, as we said, the largest homeless encampment in the state. And now it's back to just being empty state-owned land. Camp Hope once held over 600 people. The last person living there moved out Friday. For a while, local businesses were taking a hit from crime that they say was caused by people at the camp.
And hopefully it attracts customers we frankly lost years ago that were avoiding the neighborhood because of that camp, who wouldn't stop at my store to get gas because of the clientele that would be hanging out in front and asking for money. And I mean, there were so many elements that drove a lot of our regular customers away.
And soon the fencing you see there around the camp will be coming down. Security will remain on site to keep people off the property and connect them to the necessary services. New on-ramp meters are coming to I-90 at the Geiger Grove interchange. Get ready for some ramp meters to turn on starting Tuesday. They'll run from 3 through 6 p.m. on weekdays. And we do want to remind you that construction on Highway 2 at Colbert Road begins Monday. Drivers should expect minor delays in northern Spokane County while the Department of Transportation begins the long-awaited construction of J-turns around the intersection to improve safety in the area. You can find more details on the lane closures in the area on this story on KXLY.com. The official start to summer is just a few weeks away, and that means many will be hitting the road. We'll show you how you can save some money on gas. Plus, the streaming service that's cracking down on sharing passwords and how much it'll cost you for a shared subscription.
And we're expecting some toasty weather tomorrow, and then some winds bring in some cooler air once again. So a bit of an up and a down in your forecast with temperatures, but that is not all. We also will have the possibility for a few storms to try and work their way back into the picture. I'll show you when we can see some of that and more coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by Global Credit Union.
It's the epic summer sale at Furniture Row, and that means everything is on sale. Find huge savings store-wide, plus no interest until 2027. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The epic summer sale on now at Furniture Row.
Hey, did you lock in the ringer for the softball team yet? We really need to repeat as Kubota League champs.
Yeah, check this out. What's up? 56.
Is that Ben Gregg?
Yeah, he can hit, he can pitch, and he sold 3 tractors this morning.
Come to Adams Tractor and get your Kubota today. For new tractors, parts, and service, and with 5 locations, we are the Northwest's biggest and best Kubota dealer.
Take a day off. Skip Mondays and be water-wise this summer.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
The selection and savings are rolling in at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means it's a great time to get the new Camry, RAV4, or Highlander you've been wanting. And if you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Findlay has hundreds of great choices to choose from. Plus, with every used vehicle sold, you'll receive a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. So make it a summer to remember and stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota today.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Entrepreneur, mom, and now model. Why a Spokane businesswoman is getting out of her comfort zone to redefine beauty for us all.
Whatever your ability is, you have a duty to go out there and make the most of it.
Watch Monday at 6 on Good Morning Northwest.
You know, I love me some good GMA in the morning. Robin, George, Michael, and DMA. Now that's how you start your day.
Good morning, America. Yep, bring your friends.
It's the epic summer sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale, like the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $664.99, or check out the Summit for only $332.49. Plus, no interest until 2027. The epic summer sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane County Emergency Management.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at your forecast for this evening. It is not going to be a very cool night, so a little bit less effective opening the windows and trying to cool off the house, especially with some what I think is going to be a little bit of cloud cover coming in right into that kind of 11 p.m. through about 2 in the morning time frame. So temperatures in the 70s for the rest of your early evening, and we'll drop into the 60s and just kind of hang out in that middle upper 60s area once the sun goes down. I've put those clouds in for a very specific reason. If we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see here's Spokane, you got Coeur d'Alene and Lake Coeur d'Alene here, and then you look over into western Montana, and if you look out that direction, you might see some big billowing clouds. It's been another stormy day to our neighbors to the east, as it has been really for what feels like forever now. They've been getting the brunt of the storm action, while we've only had just a couple of days where it's made it over here. We have a very small chance, I think, for if some of these storms and this kind of complex of rain here to hold itself together as it eventually works its way across the state line, that we may be able to get a little bit of rain into North Idaho. That will be after 9 o'clock at earliest in places like Shoshone County, and perhaps even as late as around midnight in places like Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Either way, a little bit cloudier as we approach midnight, and it'll all be gone by the time you get into the morning. Morning temperatures, very mild. 60 in Spokane, 59 in Coeur d'Alene. Not a lot of mid-50s on the map there. Colville, that's about it. Our temperatures get up quickly, and we'll be in those middle and upper 80s for a good portion of the afternoon. Might be one of those afternoons where maybe we sit in the shade for a little bit longer than previously. Keeping an eye on our forecast radar. This is a new round of our forecast model. Trying to still, once again, put some showers late tonight across North Idaho and maybe a little sprinkle in Spokane. But that's really about it. Here's Monday afternoon. I'm going to be looking for a couple isolated storms around the Palouse, so places like Pullman, Moscow, Lewiston, south into the Blue Mountains and the Camas Prairie. Look for a couple of storms. There's not going to be a lot, but if you get under one, they're going to be a little bit intense, being that they're the only game in town. Then as we head into Tuesday, this is where things start to get more interesting. Showers and storms developing, tracking in across the metro, and a cold front moving in behind it. And so we will get windy, and we'll see some drier air coming in behind this as well. Plus, our temperatures are going to be once again in the middle and upper 80s. We're thinking about perhaps 30, 40 mile an hour winds coming in with this particular system as far as wind gusts go, especially across the Columbia Basin. Now, what does that mean? It means we got to be a little bit fire weather aware as we get into Tuesday. I know we're talking about this already, but that's the deal. Our reward, much nicer temperatures for the middle of the week. And we're keeping an eye on next weekend for a chance for some showers.
Matt, thanks so much. A lot of good information there. And it might still be a little bit early to go break out the inner tubes and go floating down the Coeur d'Alene River. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, though, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one of the best tubing spots in Kootenai County. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over the North Fork near Kingston.
We're at Bumblebee Bridge on the Coeur d'Alene River, Kingston, Idaho. It's a great place out here to just enjoy the river and soak up some sun. It's our friend's birthday, and he wants to go on a float, so we're out here floating from here down to Silver Bridge, just a nice relaxing float. Usually there's quite a bit of people up here. You go a little bit upriver, there's not as much. But yeah, it's just fun, having fun with friends.
It's a family day today, so we're gonna float it and we're gonna have a great time. Pristine, it's not too fast. It's kind of, shallow in some parts, which helps, especially because we have some kids. The most important thing is remember to park your car at the bottom so you can come back up. Key is to bring a cooler, hydrate, maybe some snacks. 100% be responsible. Yeah, be respectful with your garbage. That's the number one thing. You hate seeing people throw their beer cans in the grass. Be respectful, be kind to other people. We all want to enjoy this, keep being able to enjoy it.
lot of people have a lot of fun on the river. We're one of the big floater takeouts for the people floating the river in the summertime. About a 3.5-mile stretch they'll put in up at Bumblebee Bridge and then float down to the campground and take out here. My brother and I bought this place just about a year ago, so we've been kind of developing it and building it out and trying to improve it since then. Family camping zone, basically, where people could float and have a good time. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful parts of Idaho, this river is just pristine and clear and just gorgeous.
Certainly is a beautiful place to float. And we'll turn now to the Netflix crackdown on password sharing. That's resulting in thousands of new subscribers. The streaming analytics company Atena reports that this is the biggest signups increase since the start of the pandemic. It says Netflix added about 100,000 new accounts on both May 26th and 27th, the days after the crackdown began. Netflix plans to block unauthorized passwords here soon, but it's offering a paid sharing option for about $8 a month. Users can become extra members on an existing account. Americans are once again taking to the roads for summer vacations, and some surveys say that more than half of Americans will be taking a road trip this year. If you're getting ready for your driving holiday, ABC's Rena Roy has some information and tips to make it a little bit more of a smooth and less expensive ride.
When it comes to road trips this summer, let's start with the most important question. What is the forecast for gas prices?
Well, overall, Americans are going to be shelling out a lot less if they hit the road this summer to fill their tanks. The average price is likely to be 75 cents to $1.25 below that of last year.
Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy says there are a lot of ways you can save money on driving this summer, starting with slowing down.
Setting your cruise for a little bit below the speed limit can dramatically increase your fuel efficiency. Going 65 miles an hour instead of 75 miles an hour can increase efficiency by anywhere from 15 to 25%. That's like saving 25 to 50 cents a gallon. So slowing down just a little bit can go a long way.
Other ways to cut costs include signing up for gas station loyalty programs, paying for your gas with cash, and using driving apps like Gas Buddy, Google, or Waze to shop for the best prices. If you're crossing state lines on your road trip, be aware that prices can change significantly from state to state.
Every state has a different gasoline tax. And so some states' gasoline taxes are higher, and of course, then that makes the price of gasoline more expensive. Some states see a difference of 20 to 40 cents between what one state charges versus another.
Before you take off on your trip, make sure your tires are properly inflated and check your trunk for any extra weight you may be carrying and take it out. That will increase your car's fuel efficiency. And remember that gas stations closest to exits on the highway will always be the most expensive. Going to a station a little farther off the highway can save you money. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
The Seattle Mariners were in desperate need of a win down in Anaheim this afternoon, but getting that win proved harder than originally thought. Coming up here in sports, Alex Crescenti has the highlights from today's game.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Now a joke from Yoke's Fresh Market. What did the tomato say to his son when they were racing? Catch up! Hi.
Hello there.
Would you like some lemonade?
I would love some lemonade.
$5, please.
5 what?
Supply chain issues. There's a lemon shortage. And have you seen the price of cups these days?
Had enough inflation? Undo inflation with Dish. Now get the same TV bill every month. No price hikes, no matter what, for 3 years. The 3-year TV price guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned in to you.
When they ask you where you get your edge, where you get your drive, where you get your style, be sure to let them know.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Z.
The Lexus RX, the next generation of luxury, design, and technology. Never lose your edge.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend. And I would save it again if I had to.
You're building a home or updating an existing one. You want windows to be strong, beautiful, long-lasting, and durable. You want options to express creativity and increase your home's curb appeal. You want to feel secure in your investment. Then choose Milgard Windows and Doors from River City Glass. Both are industry leaders with the highest quality materials and windows that are backed by a lifetime warranty to include parts and labor. Residential and commercial, Milgard Windows and Doors. Call River City Glass today or visit their showroom at 6615 East Main.
And now a joke from Yolk's Fresh Market.
Why is a hamburger so lucky? Because it's on a roll.
Entering Sunday, the Seattle Mariners were 10.5 games out of first place and had less than a 4% chance to make the postseason. That's according to Baseball Reference. So we're already in must-win territory and not even at the All-Star break. Not a place you want to be. Well, let's head out to Anaheim for the rubber match against the Angels. Logan Gilbert on the mound for the M's, and this one gets off to a rough start as Taylor Ward gets the scoring going with a solo shot to left. Next inning, Anaheim still up, and Zach Neto gets in on the action with another home run, and you can start to see where this trend is going. Not the last time we're going to hear from Neto today, and not the best outing for Logan. In the third, Angels starting to open this one up when Hunter Renfroe, not the football player from Clemson, hits this one to the warning track. That allows another run to come home, and all of a sudden it's a 6-0 lead. For Gilbert, he would just last 3 innings. To the M's credit, they would crawl their way back into this game, but in the 8th, Neto again just tags this ball for his second home run of the afternoon, and the Angels go on to win the game and the series.
Obviously, did not play very good, clean baseball at all on this road trip. And, it's right when I think we're starting to turn the corner a little bit, we continue to take a step backward. So frustrating in that regard.
Mariners will now start a 3-game series with the Miami Marlins starting tomorrow evening. And last month, the Washington State University officials announced they would be having some issues closing out the fiscal year, but it appears they're going to be getting some relief. On Friday, the WSU Board of Regents approved the transfer of $1.4 million to help cover the nearly $12 million athletic department budget deficit. That deficit was caused in part by the Pac-12 media deal and lower enrollment numbers. Now, the university says the money would not come from tuition or state funds, but from interest earned. The Regents also approved an $84 million athletics budget for 2024 and giving WSU President Kirk Schultz the green light to sign a new media rights deal with the Pac-12. But Schultz says the way out of these budget issues could actually come in the form of a new conference media deal and the payouts earned from the expanded college football playoff.
At least the projections that Pat and I and others have seen, I'm not sure if it'll be a lot larger than we saw in the past. It shouldn't be a lot smaller than the past. It may be fairly flat. But when we add the football playoff dollars onto that, we should see a nice bump in revenue. So if we can control expenses, then all of a sudden you go, okay, now we actually have additional dollars coming in that can be strategically allocated, including debt reduction, building up a reserve fund, and some of those kind of things.
Schultz did add he expects a media rights deal to be completed sometime this month, but then again, we've heard those kind of words before. Now, this is a bit of a gamble for Washington State. If more programs depart the Pac-12, the conference might not exist in a few years, and the Cougs are going to be on the outside looking in when it comes to major college football, which means a lot less money. Now, there isn't a lot of basketball going on this weekend, but tomorrow night we may have a new NBA champion after the Denver Nuggets beat Miami 108-95 on Friday night to take a 3-1 series lead in the finals. And if the Nuggets can get it done, it will most likely be Nikola Jokic hoisting the finals MVP trophy. That's going to go along with his 2 league MVP trophies. But even though they're on the doorstep of a title, the Nuggets aren't popping that champagne just yet.
It's a good win. We've done our job, but we're not celebrating like we've done anything yet. We know we're going to have to go home and turn off the TV, the radio, don't read the papers, don't listen to everybody telling you how great you are.
Still 1 win, we need to win 1 more. I like that we didn't relax. We didn't get comfortable. We are still desperate. We still want it. And that's what makes me happy,
And don't forget, Game 5 of the finals is set for 5:30 on Monday afternoon. And you can catch Game 5 and maybe Game 6 and Game 7. Who knows, Jordan? But that game's going to be on KXLY ABC. 4 News Now. Be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. At Furniture Row, we take pride in furniture that's value priced, built to last, and makes your home look amazing. And during the Epic Summer Sale, everything is on sale. That means huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, no interest until 2027. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Epic Summer Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Spokane businesswoman Lee Wick is used to attention, whether she wanted it or not.
They amputated my legs at 4 years old. It does get old having people question and stare at you. It is extremely exhausting.
So why is this entrepreneur mom adding model to her long list of accomplishments?
I realized that it was time for me to put my own money where my mouth was.
I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. Join me for Lee's amazing story, Monday at 6 a.m. only on Good Morning Northwest.
Don't let summer pass you by. Sale pricing is back at R&R RV. Yes, RVs are now priced below retail at R&R RV. Springdale, Cougar, Montana, Rockwood, and more. Don't wait weeks for other dealers. Every RV at R&R RV is prepped and ready for immediate delivery. Sale pricing is back at R&R RV. Shop now for the best selection and the lowest interest rates. R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston, or online at rnrrv.com.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
I'd say it's going to feel a little bit different tomorrow with those upper 80s.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. Summer's here early once again.
Some, it depends on your perspective. Some may like it, some may not. I'm going to be on the not side and look forward to Wednesday.
I'm more excited for Thursday, Wednesday. Matt, thanks. Hey, before we go here, people at a Florida beach, Alex and Matt here from the Sunshine State, they were surprised by a bear that was spotted splashing through the Gulf of Mexico before running up the shore. Seems to me that this is just another normal day in Florida. He's just trying to take a dip. He's just trying to cool off. So bears, is that a normal thing in Florida, you guys? I mean, they're not foreign to that area.
There's bears, but bears on the beach is a new one for me.
That's going to do it from us. See you tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.